Good morning once again. Welcome to Some Good Seeds. You know, I never tire of reading the accounts in the Old Testament. They are so wonderful to think about and contemplate, and such rich and wonderful truth I find in them as I read and meditate on those verses. And such is the case today. 1 Kings chapter 22, 2 Chronicles 18 and 19, and Colossians chapter 4 are my chapters as I read through the Old Testament once a year and the New Testament twice a year. And this verse in chapter 19 of 2 Chronicles, verse 3, captured my attention this morning. Nevertheless, good things are found in you, in that you have removed the wooden images from the land and have prepared your heart to seek God. Nevertheless is such an important transition word here. When Jehoshaphat returned from this ill-conceived alignment with Ahab against the Syrians, he was greeted by the prophet Jehu, who rebuked him for joining with Ahab in fighting against the Syrians. The following verses tell how Jehoshaphat conducted himself from that point on, and that is punctuated by this thought in verse number 3 with the words, "and have prepared your heart to seek God." That tells me that he must have repented when Jehu confronted him. For that point on, he prospered, he ruled wisely, as the rest of this chapter indicates. The main point here that I want to think about this morning is that he prepared his heart to seek God. That indicates volition. It indicates intentionality. And which just tells me that the prosperity of the kingdom didn't just happen by accident. He purposefully set his heart to seek the Lord. That follows with yesterday's account in 2 Chronicles chapter 17, verse 6, where it says, "And his heart took delight in the ways of the Lord." So even though he had failed the Lord by not listening to Micaiah, the prophet, and then going out to battle with Ahab, there was a right heart within him, for Jehu told him, "Good things are found in you." The cry of all of our hearts ought to be that God would find some good in us, that we have prepared our hearts to seek the Lord. Oh, my dear ones, that walk, that relationship does not happen by accident. It happens when we purposefully set our face, our heart to seek the Lord, to know his ways, to know his word, and to walk in obedience to his word. And how I pray for myself and for all of you that take time to listen and share that with me in these verses, that we would be those kinds of people, having prepared our hearts, God having found good in us, even though we fail, even though there are times when we fall flat on our face, that God would see our hearts, that we want to serve him, that we will do that, and may we intentionally set our faces toward the things of the Lord to seek his face. Amen. May the Lord richly bless you today as you prepare your own heart. Amen.